Hey, Harry! I am so sorry that the Europe video is not up yet. I'm also getting used to this whole thing with, like, my face and how it actually looks when it's not in the mirror or in really bad candid photos of me. Also, I just realized that if you look in the background behind me right now, there is a badly painted portrait of me that I did in 7th grade. So, you know, maybe you can focus on that and not actually me, and then it would make me seem a little less awkward by comparison. But anyway, as a little patience reward to you for the Europe video not being up and you waiting so gallantly for it, I'm gonna sneak a few shots of Europe in here to this video, and then presumably you'll be able to, you know, hold off on that until the actual awesome video of Europe comes up. In retrospect, saying that I was going to have the Europe video up first was just a really bad idea because, in all honesty, I came back, I had a day to recover, and then I got sent to school, and the first 2 weeks of school were like this. So anyway, being a senior is kind of like being in Narnia. 2 hours was the kind of interval in which you might be expected to, you know, read some Joyce, or write an essay, or watch Das Boot. But then you step into Narnia, and in that same frame of Earth time, you're expected suddenly to read Joyce, and some Chekhov, and write an essay, and watch Das Boot, and write another essay, and write a college essay, and write a college essay to send to England, and defeat the Empress and de-winter everything and figure out why the hell there's a talking badger. In other words, senior year is badass. And now I'm gonna list some things in my life that have become considerably more badass. Yay! I can drive by myself! Yes! And even though I feel really bad, because I'm driving around in this old Ford whose gas mileage is probably equal to that of an oven, I'm starting to realize why there are so many cars on the road. Driving in Seattle is just so infinitely better than public transit. I think that as long as Seattle's public transit stays kind of craptastic, I can't see cars going out of style. But in London, and you'll hear about this in the Europe video later, I wouldn't think to own a car, because public transit is just so good, and the streets are just so busy. So hold me to this. When I leave Seattle next summer, I will have done something to make public transit a little bit better. I promise. That little rant, by the way, is a pretty good segue into the next awesome thing I have to talk about. Global Village is the freaking best. And I know that you've taken that class before, but I just want to summarize the first few class periods for you, because at the end of one of them, May stood up and said, "You know what? You guys have too much stress. I'll tell you what, you guys come in tomorrow, I'll light some Tibetan incense, and we'll play some music, and you guys will meditate. And you'll just do that the whole year, and I'll give you all A's." The other class I really have to mention is Anatomy and Physiology, because I knew it would be cool, but it's kind of taking the traveling show beyond my imagination. And the really incredible thing is, I'm kind of good at it. What? And now, I promise I will spend only about a minute on college. Basically, I've got this huge essay hanging over my head that I have to do to apply to the UK schools. But the good news is, there's a test that I thought I had to take in California, and I don't think I'll have to take it in California. Here's where the video becomes real awkward, because that's my mom! And my sister is over here! Even though you can't see her. Oh, here she... Hi! And so now I can't rehearse anything.
Is the cat in the movie?
Yeah, she is. The cat will be in the movie if the cat wants to be in the... Okay, there it goes. The cat's in the movie. So while Ursula seduces the cat, I'll tell you about the rest of my college search. I'm using this thing called Naviance. It's really helpful because it makes me see... That's really awkward going on in the background. It makes me see how likely I am to get into certain colleges, but I also think it's kind of the devil's work. I have this lurking feeling that it's the devil's work, trying to figure out why that is. The really weird thing is that despite all of these things that are overhanging and looming and deadlines that I'm pulling my hair out over, I'm really excited about the whole thing, and I'm really psyched to go to college. And I'm wondering why I like this process so much. I think there's something wrong with me, or I'm not realizing something, and I should actually just go farming in New Zealand next year. Also, I have a question. How important is it to visit colleges before you actually apply to them? Any insight you have on that would be wonderful. So right now I really don't have much else to talk about, but trust me, the Europe video will be up soon. Thank you so much for waiting so patiently, and I will see you, at this rate, in about a month. Bye!